guys, Nigel the Review, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Welcome back. Another review for you now, another product review. There's a lot of reviews on the channel at the moment, I know, but I'm going to try and get some building videos out there as well. I am doing building work, but there's one in the pipeline, and there's another couple that are doing bits and pieces on. So exactly a month ago today, today's the 12th of December, 2023. On the 12th of November, I was at Telford, and I got to meet lovely, lovely people there, as you know. And if I didn't get a chance to say hello, I'm really sorry, but hopefully I'll see you all next year. So basically, I've got in front of me here a couple of codes from Scale Model Developments, and the owner of this company is called Chris. So there I am at Telford, hanging around, just chatting away, chatting to the lovely Phil Fisk, who's a fantastic modeller. And he put me in touch with Chris and said that maybe Chris should let me have some of his, or one of his products to review on the channel. And that product is this, and I'll put the picture up now. And this is a 1/9 scale 3D printed resin model of a Martin Baker Mk.10A ejection seat as fitted to a Tornado. So this has been painted by the brilliant Phil Fisk. He's, as I say, a fantastic modeler, fan of the show, patron, everything. Great guy. And yeah, so this is the one he's painted. And I've got here to show you the kit. So what I'm going to do is hold this up close to the screen. I think it will work. In fact, I'm better off holding this up because you can see this got smudges on it. It's obviously been touched before the ink was fully dry. So I'm not sure if this will work on screen, but you could probably go on there and pick up those codes. So this is obviously Instagram and this is Facebook. And then we've got this one here. You can probably work off. And that's a nice gold chrome sticker that you could go and look at the website. So go take a look at the website. It's scalemodeldevelopments.com. Or it might be .co.uk, I can't remember now. But basically you can go and see the products. And at the moment they've got basically these seats in 4 different scales. So I haven't opened this yet. I haven't got a clue what's in there. I believe it's a one-piece 3D printed resin part that you basically paint. So let's have a look in here. So what have we got? We have Scale Model Development sticker, which is nice. We have another Scale Model Developments code for you to look at, and then here we have thank you for your support, please like and share our social media platforms, we would love to see your finished model, so don't forget to scan, tag and share it with us. So there you go, there's that there. And we have here an instruction manual, so we'll look in here as we normally do. So that's very strange paper. That really is like nails on a chalkboard. So like a paper straw, that is. So basically you've got a set of instructions in here. So we've got some history about the seat, which is very nice. So you can read all that. And then we've got here the aircraft that are fitted with this seat. So you've got the Tornado, the Sea Harrier, the Hunter, the Hawk, Alpha Jet, Tucano, all sorts of different aircraft there. And then what is 3D printed resin, and it's basically telling you what it's made out of, and there you go. So tools required is single bladed nipper, hobby knife, super glue and patience. So basically what he's telling you here is advised to use the sharpest and pointiest nipper in your tool arsenal to make the denibbing of supports easier and cleaner. Of course you could always use a hot blade, but be very careful of getting the hot blade too close to the parts. So it's saying here, start by removing the supports with your blade nipper, resist the urge to pull as this may damage more delicate details. You can cut the base of the model or the closest to the model. Use the hobby knife to clean up the tiny nibs to give a clean finish. You can use the hobby knife to remove the supports that are not connected, delicate parts. I think they mean not connected to delicate parts and details. You do need to be really careful, but the beauty of this stuff is, unlike styrene, if it does break, it tends to just break and you glue it back on, whereas with styrene it kind of deforms first and then breaks. I mean, I've got some here, so I can show you on this piece of sprue. I'll come here. This piece of sprue, if I do that, it doesn't break. You can see it stretches, okay, and if I keep going it will eventually snap, but I can't actually glue it back together because it's all distorted now. You can see it's all distorted. whereas with the resin it just snaps, so you get a clean break and you can just glue it back together again. So that's all good. Right, be careful, have patience, have fun. I've just seen down in here, he's put here that the printer does this thousands of times, creating a layer as thin as 0.25 microns. A hair is roughly 70 microns. For those of you that know, 25 microns is a thou. So what he's saying here, it will produce a layer as thin as 0.1 of a thou. I think he means 25 microns, so it'll produce a layer as thin as a thou. I don't think it'll produce a layer as thin as quarter of a micron, or quarter of a micron. So when removing supports from delicate areas, some supports are connected behind each other that are connected to fragile and weak areas. Although these may be difficult to remove, they do serve a purpose to protect when in transit. Don't worry if some parts break. They are very fragile. You can use some super glue and apply it using a cocktail stick in hard to reach areas. So you can see here, there's certain parts of the seat that are going to be slightly difficult to get to. So there we go. And then once again, we got more of these codes. This paper's all full. Although this is always important, although the photopolymer resin is cured, the material still possesses health risks if handled incorrectly. If you would like to know any more information regarding the material used in data spec sheet, please get in touch using the information provided below. Always wear protective equipment when working with resin materials. Suitable gloves, goggles and a respirator when cutting and sanding should be worn. So yeah, it's worth remembering. You know, if you're sanding, keep it wet, wear a mask, do it in a booth, whatever, or all three. Your health is more important than your modelling anyway. So here we have, I'm going to pour these nuggets out rather than try and force anything. It looks like he's done a fantastic job of making this, because basically, yeah, it looks like it's just the one piece. I've just got some stuff from K.A. Models for my Scharnhorst, and it was broken, and K.A. Models were fantastic at replacing the broken stuff, but when they sent the broken stuff, guess what? The stuff got broken. So there we are. I think some of this is beautifully made. I think some of the people who design these 3D prints, go and look at Norwegian's model bench, Norwegian scale model bench. He's done a review yesterday of a kit 3D printed, and how on earth am I going to get this out of this bag? He did a review of a kit yesterday 3D printed, and it just looks like the designer expected it to be delivered on a silk line cloud or something. I did actually comment words to that effect. I guess this needs to be tipped over to get it out. I don't quite know how on earth I'm going to get this out of it. Okay, it needs to be fed out. So it actually looks like it's a one-piece moulded seat. You can see the size of it. There it is in my hand. It's a big old beast. What else can I show you to compare it with? Here are some Tamiya bottles. Here are 3 Tamiya jars, and you can see the size of it there. So it's not small by any means. Well, it's 9th scale, so you could actually pose this next to one of your Italia motorcycles. So as you can see, it is very, very beautifully done. The belts there are all hollow, and you can see this strap here that's just laying loose. You can see there's some ports under there that need to be cut away, but Chris has put, this is well designed. It's not designed for you to take off easily, which it won't be, but it is well designed for transport. And what I would suggest is just sort of start up here and, you know, cut these away, and then cut away at the bottom, get them out of the way. Cut these away, get them away, get them away, and just keep working your way in. I'm not going to start cutting this away, because what I'm probably going to do is do a giveaway in a live stream over Christmas or something like that, which will be nice for someone. You can see what he's done here as well. It's all been done in separate blocks, so that's really good. So when you cut that off, it will actually come away. You don't need to cut the bottom. It's not until you get here that it's all like one piece. But it is very, very nicely done. See the detail here in the sides. We've got the belts, we've got the buckle there in the middle. And then we've got the belts down here, all, as you can see, all hollow, all just not there, you know, not like they're sitting up in the air, but they're just laying down, just hanging down under their own weight rather than being glued firmly to the seat. Very nice indeed. You've got this little strap going across there, and obviously you've got the gap behind there as well. You've got all the beautiful rivet detail here. But there we go. And you've got the ejection shaft on the back there, the big cylinder that throws the seat out. We've got an oxygen tank here, all the pipe work for it there. It is lovely, it is beautiful. Very, very nice indeed. And as you can see, there's some areas here which look slightly uncured, so just give it a wipe over with some IPA, stick it in the sun, it'll be absolutely fine. But, yeah, absolutely beautiful, lovely. The current cost of this, I think it's £55, so that's not bad when you consider it probably takes a very, very long time to print. It's probably nearly a day's work there. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. So thank you very much, Chris. Sorry it's taken me so long to do the review, but I will make sure this gets lots of coverage. And as I say, I'm probably going to do a giveaway, or I'll do it at a charity sale or something like that over the Christmas period. I'll have a little think, maybe have a chat to Chris about what he'd rather I did with it. But yeah, I don't think my painting skills would lend itself very well to this, and I don't think I'd do a nicer job as Phil's done, so I'm not going to let myself in for that torture of knowing that I can't do as well as Phil. I can't build a model aircraft as well as Phil, so there we go. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to get one of these, as I say, this is the company here, Scale Model Developments. There's the addresses and everything, so go take a look and get yourself one. And he also does a printing service, so if there's something you want made, so say you want a new ejector seat for some obscure aircraft or something in some obscure scale, then I'm sure he would do it for you. Obviously there's going to be a cost, but or anything, you know, if you want some wheels made or anything, I'm sure he can do it. So get in touch with Chris and let him know. He's a very, very approachable guy, and he's into cars big time as well. There we go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.